Inez McKell. I'm doing a presentation on Socrates and Charles Darwin. Their schools are Socrates and his followers and the materialists of Darwin. Both of these men have influenced the world in various fields, spanning critical thinking on up to evolution. Let me start with the oldest and probably the most revered philosopher, credited as one of the founders of Western philosophy, Socrates. Socrates was born 469 and died in 399 BCE. He was a Greek philosopher in Athens. The world knows of Socrates through his students Plato and other various philosophers. He personally never wrote down any of his ideology. Socrates developed the Socratic method. This method is based on asking and answering questions to stimulate critical thinking and skepticism in popular beliefs and readily accepted presumptions of life. Socrates' way of teaching Athenians citizens was unconventional due to his treating both upper class and lower class citizens with equal scrutiny. Socrates died through public execution by poison hemlock after being found guilty of corrupting the youth of Athens. This is the painting of The Death of Socrates by Jacques Louis David. Now, let's start speaking about Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin was born February 12, 1809 and died April 19, 1882. He was a British geologist and biologist. Unlike Socrates, who grew up in lower working class, Darwin was raised as an upper class elite. He traveled on the voyage of the Beagle, and during that voyage, he visited the Galapagos Islands, where he studied specimens that led him to his theory on adaptation of natural selection that also led into his theory of evolution. His theory of natural selection, in which organisms that adapt better to their environment tend to survive longer and reproduce more offspring, survival, which was basically the same thing as survival of the fittest. He wrote The Origin of Species, which is a book that led to his anonymity. This theory is now believed to be the main process for evolution, which was not very popular at his time, but became very well known and is the basis of all theory of evolution today. He has influenced science for over a century with his findings. Actually, both men has influenced science and philosophy today. In conclusion, Socrates and his followers versus the materialist school. Both Socrates and Darwin went against popular beliefs of their time. Both opened the world up to more critical thought. Both are still to this day educating people on their theories centuries later. Socrates led the way for Darwin to cross-examine the world and what was deemed as truth. Although Socrates died for his strong beliefs and Darwin was praised for his discoveries. Thank you.